Hey there everyone, ODM Boy here coming at you with my first EX02 deck profile. So since it came up sooner than expected, I was like, alright, let's just play some Renamon Sakuyamon, and it's a really fun build. It's really good. My first real yellow deck. Yellow hyper doesn't count, ignore me. But it's here, EX2. It's gorgeous. But like Viximon, you know? It's cute. So Yellow Sakuyamon basically plays in favor of just playing a bunch of plugins to get your momentum going. It's a really good deck. It's really fun. Like Rika's my favorite Digimon girl from the Digimon series. Like she's like actually #1 for me. She is the best, like well developed female character. Mimi's close, but Mimi's in the deck too, so it kind of works. All right, more on that later. So for Viximon babies, so Viximon is once per turn when you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, draw 1 card. Oh, I thought that was 2 or less. I thought I could have been using this with Memory Boost. What the man? When I play the Memory Boost, to search top 4, man. Okay, I was misplaying that. Okay, anyways, I thought it was 2 or less, so I could have been doing some more stuff. Ooh, misplaying a lot. Good thing I wasn't filming. Anyways, but that's a good card because you just draw a card whenever you use like the plugins or your memory boosters. For Renamon from EX2. Such a good card. On play, it's your searcher. Reveal top 4 from the top of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with Cubimon, Talmon, or Sakuyamon, so any Digimon from her line, except herself. And 1 Rika among them to your hand. Place remaining at the bottom of your deck. So you grab one of her evolution lines, and then you grab Rika. It's really good. And then her inheritable is when you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, gain 1 memory. Alright, now that I know it's 2 or more, I'm kind of upset, but you know, it's okay because I've now okay, I could have been popping off a little bit better now that I know that. Okay, just with memory boost because it's a 3 cost. You play that, it's like ooh, that actually triggers. You know, like I just want to know that it actually triggers. Anyways, Patamon. Oh, Patamon. We run 4. The inheritable is really good. Once per turn, when the opponent's Digimon is deleted by dropping to 0 DP, gain 1 memory. So that's just pretty sweet because Sakuyamon does do DP reduction. So like when you start popping off and you DP reduced, yeah, you just gain memory off that. It's really good. You could do a really good job of just popping off. This deck does take a little brain power, but I'm really excited to learn and master this with Gabubro. Like, Gabubro's back. We're gonna do some stuff with Sakuyamon. We're blue players, but after Ohio, I've changed. Like, I play yellow a lot now. I hope it's just a phase, because B1's looking really good in the X3. That reveal was really, really good. But Postmon. On play, if you have 3 or more security cards, trigger draw 1. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, gain 1 memory. And you have 3 exactly, you get both effects. So Postmon's is a solid on-play card. He's just good enough for now because you really can't do much until BT10 with the new stuff coming out. So it's like, I mean, this stuff just came out, but you know what I mean. We can look ahead and we know that there's more support for Sakuyamon. So Postmon's a good card though. On-play draw card is not bad. He's your Gabumon. Alright, for Cubimon from EX2. When Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 option card with plugin in its name among them to your hand. Place the remaining at the bottom. Then the inheritable is when you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more when your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k. Okay, good stuff. Like, it searches your plugins, it's Cubimon name, so Renamon can fetch it. The inheritable is pretty good for that minus 2000. And then when you pair that with Sakuyamon, and maybe there's more of these out on board, like, you can do some serious damage. Then I run 4 Cubimon from BT5, I believe. I run 4 that. The inheritable is all your opponent's security Digimon gets minus 1000. So it's not that bad because I don't run the jamming one. I'm thinking about taking out one of the red one to run a blue one just because jamming would actually help, but I really do not want to run at the same time. Security effect is not that good. It's just draw a card. But yeah, I do like Cubimon for that minus 1,000, so you can just hit into security slightly easier, making them like weaker. You know, like by 1,000 could make a huge difference. Like if Sakuyamon ran into like a War Greymon that's 11k, you know, then you'd be all like, oh, minus 1,000 because I have the Cubimon here inheritable, so she lives through the first check. You know, like situations like that, it's like, it's pretty good. I'm gonna change this to Renamon just because we are standing Rika. There you go. Let's see, 2 Kazimon just because hybrid for game, win button, really good. You just that's the only reason you run that. Just Digivolve on top of Rika, you know, it's nice. So that's the last two for the hybrids. That makes 4, 8, 10 champions, level 4s. Then 4, 8, 12 rookies, level 3s. Then we can move on to the ultimates. Talmon. We run 4 Talmon. When Digivolving, you may play 1 Rika from your hand without paying the memory cost, so that's really good, so you can get a free Rika. And then the inheritable is when you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, when your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000. So you stack those two, that's 4,000 already, plus Sakuya, that's auto 3k. And then the restand, because if she multi-swings, then because it's not once per turn. It's really good. Then the last ultimate we play is 3 of the Rise Greymon. Rise Greymon is when Digivolving, you may play 1 Yellow Tamer from your hand without paying its memory costs. On play effects don't activate. That doesn't matter because it's just another way to get your Rika on board without paying memory. So you have basically two ultimates that can do that for you. And then your turn, while you have 3 or more Yellow Tamers in play, this Digimon gets +1 security. That one doesn't come up as much as I'd like, because it's really hard to get more Rikas out. I might try to up the Yellow Tamer count just to try to meet that, because there are some pretty good Yellow Tamers in this game. So I'm going to mess around with that some more, because the only Yellow Tamer I run right now is Rika, just to ensure the plugins. But like, I kind of want to run more, but then it stops being less like Yellow Sakuyamon, because then it makes me go like, oh, maybe I should run hybrids, you know, just to increase that. I just don't want to play Yellow hybrids in this build. But yeah, for Sakuyamon, this is our only ultimate. Mega. This is the only Mega we're playing. So when Digivolving, unsuspend one of your Digimon, and for each Tamer you have in play, return 1 option card with plugin in its name from your trash your hand. So this helps you recycle your plugins. So when you use a Rika again, you can just keep that momentum going. When you use an option card with cost of 2 or more, when your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3k. So that's 3, 5, 7, you know, like that's the potential like 7k. Then if you're already swung, you can potentially like do it again when you use not swing again, when you use an option again, so you can stack that 3k. Like if you you would use one before, swing, then you would like Digivolve back, you know, like, oh no, that's maiden mode later, never mind, ignore me. I was like, okay. But you can potentially restand when you Digivolve from the Talmon, because if you swing with the Talmon, restand, use this to minus 5k some more, and then if you use something else to restand, oh yeah, you Digivolve into another Sakuyamon. Like if you have 2 out, you're popping stuff. It's like I'm missing something. I'm like, oh no, I'm just missing the second Sakuyamon. That's why I was like confused. But that's how the combo works. You just need a second one copy out because you swing. Potentially have a Talmon out already. Digivolve, restand this one, then you just keep going. Because that 3,000 one is not once per turn, so you can keep using that one. Because everything else is once per turn. So, for Rika, fave girl. I love Rika. Her entire like character arc in Tamers was so good. Like, that was like the best part of all Tamers for me was Rika and her character development. And she's just a straight up badass. Like, man. She's a memory setter. And then, so your memory set's 3. When you attack with a Digimon with Renamon, Cubimon, Talmon, or Sakuyamon's name. So you can use this with any of the line. So you can get that free thing going with any stage, basically, of the Renamon line. Which is really cool. I like that. Because you're Digimodifying, basically. You just go, Digimodify! And then plug in! You know, for free. Without paying the memory cost. Tap her, play a memory. Play a plugin for free. And then if you have Mimi out, because I run 2 Mimi, you can potentially just gain that memory off that, in addition to the Renamon one, because you gain a memory when you use an option. So you're just popping back 2 memory. Like, you gain 2 memory just for using a free card. Like, that's really good value, to be honest. Like, this is the most fun I've had with Yellow in a long time. Like, I'm really, really having a good time with Yellow Sakuyamon. I want to keep, like, there's some things I want to keep tweaking out, but this is like a really good start with the build, I think. Like because it's like it's really good, to be honest. People need to give it more of a chance. Yellow Sakuyamon. Digimodify! Maybe I'll use it to win the goggles back. I still haven't won them back. Anyways, for plug-in. You Digimodify with this. Draw one card. Oh, wait. When you have a tamer in play, you may use this card without meeting color requirements. So it's a green card, you know, but you don't need a green activator because as long as you have a Rika or Mimi in play, you can use any of these plugins without, like, meeting the color requirement. So you draw one card when you use this one, the green one, plug-in S. Then you may Digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon card in your hand that can Digivolve for a Digivolution cost of 3 or less while paying its memory. Well, paying the Digivolution cost. So you Digivolve for free basically as long as this one is 3 or less. The yellow circle. Or whatever color is on that Digimon, you know, red, blue, etc. So you have to meet the color requirement still, but like, yeah. It's really good. Like, you can Digivolve into a Sakuyamon or into the next line for free, so you just save some memory off that, and you may, like I said earlier, just gain 2 off that. It's really good. Like, this plugin is a solid 4 of. I would not run more. I mean, you can't run more, but I would not run less than 4. I would run 4. I've seen people mess around with this. Like, I know Gabu Bro is running 6 of these. I'm running 3. Just because I really like the +1 security, but I'm kind of leaning on the idea of dropping one. So I can run something else. See the rest of the... Like, I might drop one of these to run either the blue one or maybe another tamer. Like, I don't know what tamer, because then I can run one more tamer. And I just don't know who would be the best, like, tamer to join Rika and Mimi. Because Mimi's solid. Maybe even a third Mimi. Like, who knows, you know? Like, I could see that working legit. Because of the 2 cost, maybe Alice. I could run an Alice. Because Alice would be dope. But I don't want to delete my own Digimon thing. There's a lot of things to decide. But, like, plugin is good. And then, this plugin A, gives one of your Digimon +1 security. Then the security effect is actually pretty decent. This security effect is reveal top 3 cards to your deck, add 1 Digimon card to your hand. And I think that this one is reveal top 3, add a tamer. So yeah, so like if these get hit in security, you can basically just grab any Digimon you want, and if you hit a tamer in this, you can grab any tamer you want. So it's really good for fetching your Rikas because you really want Rika as soon as you possibly can, preferably in your opening hand. Like, it's so helpful if she's in your opening hand. Like, you just set to 3, you can get your stuff going. You can you already have her guaranteed to use Digimodify, you know, to like use your plugins. It's nice. And then 2 memory boosts. So now that oh wait, never mind. You can't even use this. I thought memory boost was 2 costs for some reason. So I was like stupid the entire time. 2 or more. I was right. I'm being stupid again. You can't think. It's like midnight. Sorry guys. It's like I'm filming this really late. My brain is kind of dead, to be honest. So it's a 2 cost or more. So Wyvern's Breath and Memory Boost can proc this, because when you use an option with cost of 2 or more, gain 1 memory. So like if I use this, I can gain a memory off that if I'm like right here at this stage, like with inheritable and stuff. Like, oh my god, I did not know that. That's blowing my mind because I think I was playing the deck wrong again because there were so many opportunities where I could have just proc this, could have gained memory back. Maybe I even kept it my turn because I remember there were some choking moments. But yeah, anyways. So I run 2 memory boosts because that lets you search more yellow Digimon. It's pretty good. Reveal top 4, add a yellow Digimon to your hand, put the rest at the bottom, then delay the turn after. Anytime after the initial play, you can gain 2 memory by trashing this. Then Wyvern's Breath I run 2 of just to do the removal. I think the removal is really good because you really need to get, like, Sakuyamon against the Reaper is pretty solid. Like, I just need some removal to stop the Reaper. And make sure, and then the -1 plus the minus security, like 1000, is really good too to make it slightly weaker. Like, I don't know how that would help with 15k, but that's where the jamming one is like kind of like I kind of want it to live, but at the same time, I don't like the jamming one. I don't know why, because the security effect's not that good. It's just draw a card. I think that's literally the only reason, but like, and I guess I could just give her jamming just in case. Like, I might just take one of this out and like not even run the 5th tamer and just put in the blue plugin. I'm very on and off with the blue plugin. Let me know what your thoughts on what your thoughts on the blue plugin, the one that gives your Digimon jamming when you're Digimon, and then the security effect is draw a card. Very curious what everyone thinks about this because I don't actually run it, and I don't see a lot of other people running it either. So, but yeah, that's my deck profile. It's really fun. Like overall, the deck is just very fun. It's the most fun I've had with EX2 so far. Literally this deck and Blackwood Greymon, but Blackwood Greymon's low key just a BTA deck. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching my first EX2 deck profile. I had a good time building this, playing this over the weekend with Gabu Bro, Thick Smoke, and Dos Lopes, and Origami Fan. So you'll see some gameplay from them soon. I failed to fail me in Thick Smoke. I apologize for that. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time. There will be gameplay on Yellow Sakuyamon though because Gabu Bro played it, so and we play a similar build. So you'll see some gameplay on this soon. Alright. I'll see y'all next time. Keep it digivolving.